Hey, yo, what is going on, you selfish Sea King? Today we're taking a look at the Zoroark build that Lucas Zing used to get top 16 at the Milwaukee Regional Championships that is heavily built around the Cyrano supporter card. Before we jump into it, though, gotta give a big shout out to TC Evolutions, sponsoring the content here on the YouTube channel and as a competitor in the Pokemon TCG space. They got the highest quality premium accessories, not just for the Pokemon TCG, but also for stuff like Lorcana, Magic the Gathering, and One Piece. I'm sure most of y'all are most interested in the Pokemon ones, though. Dice, damage counters, ability markers, you name it, they got it. Check them out, tcevolutions.com. Link, of course, will be in the description, and code AzulGG will get you a discount over there as well. So it is a Zoroark EX deck, of course. There's a 4/4 Zoroark, a 2/2 Darmanitan, and a 1 of Reshiram for the main attacks we will be using through the Zoroark. I'm sure one thing that stands out to some of you who have played with Zoroark decks before is the lack of the third Darumaka, which definitely came up a couple times, not only just because playing 3 Darumaka is great to draw into Darumaka, but also fairly often you want to set up boards with double Darumaka in play, and if you prize a Darumaka, well, it's not possible. So you only have one in play, and if your opponent KOs it, you never get to your Darmanitan, and you get to never use the super powerful Flame Body Cannon. For the other attacking option in here, it's just the Ursaluna. Well, we have the Reshiram, of course, but we have Ursaluna in here as some way to attack that doesn't involve Zoroark. And actually, I really like the Ursaluna in Zoroark decks. It's something I've been seeing popping up quite a bit before Milwaukee happened, and it seems like most players are now including it in their Zoroark builds. Now, having played with this build myself, the first time I've actually played with the Ursaluna in Zoroark, it does feel pretty good to have like a nice late game attacker that does more than 170 damage. So yeah, the Ursaluna definitely gets a thumbs up from me. Of course, we got the Bidoof in here. Cleffa for some early game draw power as well. Been seeing Cleffa pop up a lot more in decks, not just Zoroark, but also stuff like Gardevoir, of course. There is the Munkidori in here, really great up against the Dragapult matchup, and honestly, you can use it in quite a few other matchups as well. Fezandipity for the draw support, of course. You never want to put it in play, but sometimes you have to put it in play, and it does have decent synergy with the Cyrano, which we'll talk about a little bit more here, but let me cover the Bombardier here real fast. The main reason this is in the deck is simply as a cornerstone counter with that Shadowy Wind attack for 3 colorless energy to do 130 damage, and then you can put this Pokemon into your hand and all cards attached. So basically what you do, you find your power class, you find your Bombardier, you throw your Bombardier in the active, opposing a cornerstone with and then you attach for turn to your Bombardier, Power Glass Acceleration energy to your Bombardier. They attack with cornerstone, punching your Bombardier, and then you attach for turn to Bombardier, and then use the Shadowy Wind to put it back into your hand, and then you promote like a Zoroark. They use Cornerstone to punch your Zoroark, you bench Bombardier, attach to Bombardier, attach Power Glass to Bombardier, Turo into your Bombardier, pass Power Glass Accelerates in energy, and then once again, attach return to Bombardier, and use Shadowy Wind to put it back in your hand, once again punching their Cornerstone. So that's how you can deal with Cornerstone with this deck, is through the Bombardier EX with like kind of the not technically infinite Shadowy Wind loop, but close enough to infinite to win the game against most Cornerstone decks or decks that have Cornerstone, so it's not really a big deal. And then there is the Fast Carrier attack that says for a colorless energy, if you go first, you can use this attack during your first turn, search your deck for up to 3 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench. Now, we're almost never finding this on our first turn of the game unless we open with it, because there's no Nest Balls or Ultra Balls in this deck. Just Buddy Poffin and Artisan to aggressively find Pokemon, so you can't find it on the first turn of the game basically ever. If you're fortunate enough to start with it, or have it in your opening hand, and then you open Bidoof or Cleffa, then you can retreat into it and Fast Carrier turn 1. You can use it going second turn 1 more often, because you can use Cyrano to find it, but even then, you have to somehow get it into the active. So you have to open the Bidoof or the Cleffa, or open the End's Castle and retreat like a Zorua or a Darumaka into the Bombardier and then Fast Carrier. That is also pretty unlikely to happen, so it's basically just in here as a cornerstone counter for anyone who's curious. We're not really using Fast Carrier ever. I think I used it once total in all the games I played with the deck. But moving on, like I said, this is a Cyrano build of the deck. Cyrano, super powerful with Zoroark EX, because Zoroark EX is the draw engine, the consistent draw engine turn after turn after turn, and setting them up can be annoying. That's the annoying part about Zoroark, is setting up your Zoroarks. But Cyrano synergizes pretty well with it, because it searches your deck for 3 EX Pokemon and puts them into your hand. So you can get triple Zoroark or double Zoroark plus the Bombardier, then discard the Bombardier off one of your trades. Or if your opponent took a knockout and you want to draw a little bit more aggressively, you can Cyrano for the Fezandipity and get like Fezandipity plus 2 Zoroark. Of course, getting our Zoruas into play initially is something we also have to do, but you got the Buddy Poffins in here, you have some Artisans, and you have the Secret Box as well, which can not only help us find Buddy Poffins, but can also help us find our Cyrano for our next turn. So that's the point of the Cyrano style of Zoroark build. I'll go through the rest of the counts real fast, and I'll give you my final thoughts on this build compared to other Zoroark builds I've played with. 3 Iono. There's also a Palpad in here, so 3 Iono doesn't feel bad in terms of having enough Ionos for the late game. plays. Palpad covers that if we ever start to run out of Iono. 2 Boss, 2 Turo, 1 Black Belt's Training. I really, really like the Black Belt's Training, actually. Not only does it help you hit numbers potentially for your Zoroark, like Black Belt Training plus Reshiram does 210, so combo that with a counter catcher, you can get Nippity off the bench. Darmanitan synergizes super well with Black Belt's Training, like Darmanitan plus counter catcher plus Black Belt's Training. If you can't find the Defiance Band, KO something like a Grass Ogre Pawn, and then you can also snipe like a Hoot Hoot or a Fanordum off the bench up against stuff like Terra Box or even Raging Bolt. So yeah, Black Belt Training is super, super sick. I really like this card in general, I think, in Zoroark. Also, you can combo it with Ursaluna, and you can KO your opponent's Zoroark EX at the end of the game. It allows Ursaluna to hit for 280, or you could even be doing enough with that to KO stuff like Golden Go EX as well. So yeah, Black Belt is sick. 1 Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking, of course, synergizes super well with the trade of Zoroark. For the item cards, 4 Buddy Puff, and like I mentioned, 2 Counter Catcher, only 2 ends PP up, and honestly, this felt fine. My initial builds of Zoroark that I tried out had like 4 or 3 ends PP up, and that felt also fine, but it would be better to play less of them if you don't need it. And honestly, 2 felt like more than enough. That's probably all you need is actually just 2. So that's what I would probably try out in any of the Zoroark build I try moving forward. For the recovery, there is quite a bit. There's 2 Nitro and a Super Rod. This did feel a little overkill, to be honest. 1 Energy Switch. The Energy Switch is kind of cool. It allows you to make more aggressive plays happen with your Zoroark. This build doesn't play something like the Petron EX. So if you use the Darmanitan's Flame Body Cannon with a Zoroark and discard all the energy from it, and you don't have the Power Glass attached, and then your opponent punches your Zoroark, a Zoroark now that has 0 energy attached to it, it can be hard to then respond with a powerful Rage like you might want to. Now, there's 2 ways you can go about it. You could retreat your end Zoroark to something like another Zoroark on the bench or some other ends Pokemon, maybe the Reshiram, and then you could ends PP up to the Zoroark plus attach to the Zoroark and then Turo the Reshiram and then get that Zoroark that is damaged back into the active to then use the powerful Rage to one-hit KO like a Dragapult. That's like the main thing we usually use. Powerful Rage to one-hit KO is Dragapults. So you can do that with Turo, but also you could do it more aggressively with an energy switch. Like if you have to play Iono for turn, or you want to play Boss, or you want to play Black Belt Training, or you want to use the Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking to find the energy switch. Instead, if you just have an energy built up on your bench, you can E-switch that to the active damage Zoroark plus attach for turn, or ends PP up to the bench, then E-switches to the active, then attach for turn to the active Zoroark, and then you can take advantage of the powerful Rage from the Reshiram. Palpad, like I mentioned, plenty of supporters to use throughout the game. I never felt like I came up short on anything as far as like the Turos or the Boss, or even the Black Belt Training. I had like 1 game where I think I used it twice. Secret Box is kind of cool. It doesn't feel like ridiculously powerful in the deck. Of course, we don't have any way to find it. We don't play Arven or anything like that. So it's kind of just like if we naturally draw into it, it can become a really big, powerful combo card, doing stuff like finding Ends Castle plus Counter Catcher plus Iono. Stuff like that can put together some really, really sick combo plays in the mid game usually once we find it. Like I mentioned, the Super Rod, a lot of recovery along the Night Stretcher. Alongside the Night Stretcher, Defiance Band is just kind of really, really good in Zoroark, specifically to combo with attacking with Darmanitan more so than anything. So that's in here, of course. 2 Artisan. A way for us to find our Darumaka's, specifically when we are getting Bedewed, is like the big deal here to include the Artisans. And of course, they do have some synergy with the Secret Box. There's no Nest Ball in this build or Ultra Ball, like I mentioned, but we still need to find our Darumaka's somehow. And it can be a little bit tedious at times. I definitely found that to be true with this list. Finding the Darumaka's can be tough, but it's not impossible. And the Artisans, of course, are like our main way to find them. And specifically, Artisans instead of Nest Balls is in here because you can't use Nest Ball if you're getting Bedewed, but you can use Artisan. I could see an argument to include like 1 Nest Ball in the list, though, to synergize with Secret Box, or just to have like another more aggressive way to get our basics in play, especially because if we put Ends Castle in play, we might not want to replace it with an Artisan, and we want to keep the Ends Castle in play for the rest of the game. And then for the energy split, 6 basic Dark Energy and 2 Reversal Energy. That's kind of been like the standard in Zoroark decks. So I did play a decent amount of games with this deck, and I don't want to say I wasn't impressed, but I wasn't disappointed. It felt like a Zoroark deck. I'll say that. It felt like a Zoroark deck. It felt different having the Cyrano engine in there, but I don't want to for sure say that this is the best way to play Zoroark or it's better than the Arven builds. I need to go back and revisit the Arven builds of Zoroark, to be honest, or maybe the research build. I've never played the research build of Zoroark. I really hate the idea of playing research with Zoroark, but it definitely could be the best way to play it. Having played the Cyrano build, though, it's pretty good. It's a cool new way. It's a different way to play Zoroark. I like playing Zoroark. Zoroark's pretty sick, so if you enjoy Zoroark and you're looking for a different way to play it, then I definitely recommend picking up the Cyrano build, but I'm not ready yet to say that this is the best way to play the deck. But with that said, let's jump into some action, and I'll show y'all how to run it. I feel like this deck plays too much recovery. Random chance, we'll get the best of anybody. That's why I wonder if having more mons that can hit for 30 fast are what designers are looking for. I mean, having more... No one's going to play, like, 2 Elekid, you know what I'm saying? Like, no one's playing 2 Elekid or 2 Pichu. Everyone's going to play, like, 1 of those, if any. Yeah. I was looking, give me some advice. I'm not sure if it's better right now to play Dragapult with or without Dusknoir. I don't know either. When was the last time you tested in person with your boys for a major? What was the last major I went to? Tested in person? Sacramento, I guess. Yeah, Sacramento. I knew what I was playing at the other tournaments I've been to so far. I'm playing 2 Elekid. Built different. Not gonna lie, that sounds terrible. Dude, 20, bro? This thing's swinging. Gotta take him out. I think I just throw everything down. Well, if I got a Cyrano, I would definitely play it. So I could trade away the Nitro. I feel like Nitro is the weakest card here. I could be wrong on that. I mean, I could get rid of the Dark. Well, the thing is, I'm just like not gonna find Reshiram, I don't think. Okay, so now we got the Cyrano. Only 2. So I prized a Zoroark and the bird. I really wanted the bird here. This is a big bird moment, you know? This is like birds. Yeah, this is the time for the bird. Pretty disappointing from the bird to not show up right now, to be honest. I'll just grab Fez and thin out Fez. I don't think I ever want to put Fez in. Putting Fez in play is so bad. I believe Reshiram was in there. Ooh, good draws, good draws. Get the little guy. My guy right there. Maka. Dude, I do feel like Cyrano seems fine. I feel like Jack is maybe just better than Cyrano though. Like finding this guy seems so good. I don't know. Our Manitan is pretty good. Are you doing a buy list? Yeah, we'll do the buy list on Friday. That'll be one of the things for the schedule for Friday. You play any online tournaments? Sometimes. Oh, that's hella rude. What the heck? We play hella stadiums, so it's not that big of a deal. I prefer Jack for sure. I don't know how it's listed so good. Yeah, Jack. I don't know. I like the idea of Jack. The power. Cyrano's like, I don't know. Is Cyrano really that much more powerful? Like, we have no ways to find out our Manitans. We have no ways to find our Manitan. He's just in there chilling. We do see a decent amount of cards once we set up, but we have to set up. Oh, I guess we can hit him with a flare. Oh, I could have flared if I had... maybe I should have played that differently, actually. How could I have played that, though? I could have maybe played that differently. That's a pretty good draw. Jack has more aura, also. That is true. The aura is there. Dude, we're actually just going to cook them, right? Am I trolling? Wait, can they evolve this Dracloak? They just evolved, right? 3 1 Ultra? 1 Ultra seems kind of weak. I would definitely play a Jack before I played an Ultra, I think. That seems pretty weak. Could have pitched a Treacher instead of the Dark. Yeah, I could have. I just didn't think I was actually gonna... Well, actually, I forgot that this thing could KO. I probably should have done that, to be honest. I did forget that this thing could KO, though. Like, I could find a Daru Maka to KO the Badoo there. Otherwise, I would have played that differently, to be honest, if I had remembered that, probably. Oh, well. Pretty good draw, though. So we can go this guy. Rua. A reversal here, probably. Boss. I could have benched the Reshiram, maybe. A pretty good spot, though. No complaints. I probably should have benched... I'm actually not sure, to be honest. What did we get here? Ooh, Boss Castle. The jamming tower is kind of annoying. We do have access to the End's castle now, though. They're definitely gonna have to break lock at some point here. Yeah, because I'll have the stadium, so I will have to break the lock. Yeah, I'm not attacking next turn, I don't think. Well, I could actually attack with Backdraft, but it's probably not worth it. I should protect this thing on the bench for sure. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot here. I'm like feeling pretty good. Latias and Holt, yeah. People run it in this build with the jamming towers and the Neo up energy because you don't play Arven and Rescue Board, so you want more ways to get into Badoo turn 1, basically. Shirano can pseudo find it, says you can go find 3 Zoro and dig deep in the deck. Well, yeah, sure, but it's definitely not the same thing. Like, it's definitely not the same thing at all. It's the same thing as just saying, like, just play a research, bro. Draw the right cards off your research. It's like, okay, sure. Thanks, you didn't help me at all. I didn't find my Darmanitan. Already a bad Zoro matchup. Latias wants to make it even worse. I don't know. Does Latias really change that much? I guess it could. Yeah, I guess it could. I mean, it's like another 2-prizer on the bench. I guess. Sure. Maybe they're playing cards over there. They're doing things. Are they gonna jet headbutt? I guess they are. Okay. Sure. Oh, wait, they have the Neo upper. Never mind. All right, well, if we find a Turo, we can actually knock out this Dragapult. All we need is a Turo. All we need is a Turo. Did I have a Turo in my previous hand? Who Iono'd? Did they Iono or did I Iono? They Iono'd. I did not have a Turo. We're just gonna dig, but there was a Zoroark. It did put a Zoroark. I probably corrected as a dig for the Turo. Actually, it might be like 2 Ionos in a row of no shuffle. They Iono'd. Did I Iono? Played Cyrano. Then they played Iono. And I got rid of these. And I've already cycled a little bit. Oh, they're carrying my Darmanitan as well. Oh, and they're carrying my Zorua. Wait, this is actually kind of annoying, actually. Okay, sure. That is definitely annoying. Well, now I think I'm just punching their active here, right? I could boss KO this. I guess I could boss KO this and bench double Darumaka, right? And then try and look for a Darmanitan win on the next turn, I guess. I don't hate that. Which one of these do I want to attack with, though? Probably the one without the Power Glass, right? I want to save my Power Glass. Probably. If they punch me, then I guess I can just rush her and win, right? Alright, sure. Let's see how this goes. I can also bench Zorua to build up towards another Zoroark. Alright, so I think oh, well, actually, now do I shuffle the deck? What's on the bottom again? Let me check. Let me peep this. There's a Night Stretcher. Night Stretcher becomes... But I have Night Stretcher for Darumaka anyways. I just want to find Darumaka here. I also like a Dark Energy. There was no Dark Energy on the bottom. And let me trade again. I could play the Secret Box. But I have to End's Castle here. Oh no, I have to boss. Well, no. I could still Secret Box even if I have to boss. I could Secret Box, get rid of... They're down second jamming. I don't know if my second End's Castle is in the deck, though. I can Secret Box away this, to get Artisan, to get double... Oh no, but I need this to retreat. I can't do that. Alright, so I guess it is just... Castle... This doesn't feel like that strong of a turn, to be honest. Yeah, this doesn't feel that strong. Feels like fine. What am I doing here? Flame? I mean, if I find... I have Secret Box, so if I have Turo next turn, they can't win, right? How do they win in 2 turns, though? It's like they... I don't even think they can. I don't even think they can win. They can't win in 2 turns, so I could just like 2 a KO through a Dragapult. I guess they could Turo it though. I would have just punched their active there, I guess. I don't know, that feels pretty weak. That gives them like the opportunity to like punch my Zoroark then. That gives them like the punch my Zoroark play. I want to give them the... So if I punch their active there, they can go punch my active, spread damage. They could have Turo to get access to Monkey Dory that turns still. So what can replace Blood Moon or Usalerna? I don't know, it depends what deck you're playing. Alright, well they got rid of this guy. That's fine, right? I don't really care that they're getting rid of this. They KO this guy. They could have the Turo though. They could have the Turo. I don't know, sure. But I can always just punch the active here, and I feel like fine about that. I just want to get my 3rd Zoroark online, to be honest. That's the only thing I really want to do here. Turo to reset doesn't really do anything. Well, Spring Ogerpon is the play in Frostlass? I have no clue. I haven't played the deck enough to know if it's better than Maractus. Seems interesting, though. It's nice, it's kind of nice that it doesn't have an ability, but it's also worth multiple prize cards, which is bad. I have no idea which situation it's better in. Knackley? Knackley doesn't work because it takes a fighting energy. You only want to run dark energy, maybe a luminous. Okay, you appreciate 17 months there. Silent Burst. YouTube chat dead. Oh, did it actually die? And I'll save it. Alright, should be back. They have 3 prize cards left. So I guess I have to Turo this if I don't find another Zoroark. I think the Ents Castle is just in, they're down both jamming towers, so I think the Ents Castle is just in play the rest of the game. So Turo reset this guy, put him over there. Trade again. And then am I just punching the active here? And that feels so weak. I feel like there's got to be a better play, but maybe there isn't. What if they just have like Turo themselves? Turo this up, push up this guy, punt. They still can't punch me though. They have to KO. They have to go out of their way to KO my Reshiram or something. Can I bench Sarua here and be fine with that? I think I can, right? I don't know. We're just gonna do it and see how it goes, I guess. And it feels like I just hold the rest of the hand here. I can Super Rod back Fez. Maybe I just hold it because I save it to bring back the Reshiram. I guess I'll just hold it. Should they have not set up Blood Moon to KO both Zoros? I have no clue. So what do you think of me playing Zard to Baloney? It sounds like you're showing up to have fun. Morning Bazul. I'm playing my first regional in Melbourne this weekend. Any tips other than draw good? Get a good night's sleep. Bring a water bottle. Bring some snacks. Should be all set. Do you think Research or Cyrano is better? No clue. I know you definitely. I would definitely prefer to play something like a Cyrano build, but I actually just don't know which one's the better build. They can jet headbutt the Zoro unless they can take the not KO. They can jet headbutt the Zoro. So they're gonna Phantom Dive here and then set up for Ursaluna, right? And then it comes down to can I find a boss? Which actually I don't even know. Oh, I'm at a boss. I don't even have a boss in my deck here. Oh, nice. Palpad's good. The boss back. Then go knock out 3-3, and then both these are set up to die to Ursaluna. Alright, alright. Will you put any time into Slowpoke with Maractus in it? Nope. Is Poison Moon a good play at the moment? No clue. If I had to guess, the answer is probably no. Well, they stacked it all here, so now I could Turo this one theoretically, I guess. I'm just gonna play for boss, right? Boss, I win. If I don't get boss, we could Turo this guy and just like cycle further. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Throw back double boss. Oh, I need Reshiram as well. That's right. I didn't even realize that. I also need Reshi. Oh, holy smokes. Well, I'm not feeling too confident. Maybe I should have put the Turo back instead. Yeah, I didn't even realize that we need an attacker as well. Okay, I'm actually not feeling very confident here. Maybe I could have even held the Cyrano. They have no draw power. I feel like I just go attach Iono. I don't know. Yeah, we need a lot here, actually. Zoroark? I judge our boss for next turn. Pass? I could also retreat to the Zorua because it would give me access to counter catcher. Do I want to play the Night Stretcher now, or do I ever hold it? I think I just play the Night Stretcher, right? I don't bench the Reshiram, obviously. I just Night Stretcher for it. How many Ionos are there down? 3? How's Secret Box feel over Hyper Aroma? I don't know. I mean, you can't really ever play Hyper Aroma in this build. It's kind of like, how does the Cyrano build feel over the Arven build? To be honest, is really the question. Because if Cyrano feels really good, you're never playing Cyrano and Hyper Aroma. Secret Box or Unfair Samper Prime Catcher is always better with Cyrano than what's it called, whatever be. I actually took work off the night before because 8:30 in the city for round 1 sounds like a good night's sleep. Put you in the top half of players. I wouldn't say that. No, I don't think a good night's sleep is worth that much, but it's definitely better to get the night's sleep than not. Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as saying getting a good night's sleep will put you in the top half of players, though. What is this? Oh, the energy. I was like, what is? There's more evolutions? Is it Dreepy Jr. back there? All right, it took us a little while to win. Honestly, I didn't feel that confident. Going to the end of this game, I didn't feel that confident, to be honest. But it worked out. It worked out. What's up, Arts? Worked out. Worked out. I wonder if they should have not. No, because I have trade, right? They should always attack there. Yeah, they should always attack there. For sure. It does give me access to counter catcher, but like I have 2 trades on board and they have nothing. So if they don't attack, then I could get 3 trades. Yeah, we could have turned 1 birdiered. Prized Azurua. Oh, I forgot this deck even played Monkey Dory. I don't know if I ever had an opportunity to use it, but... Dude, hang on. What we priced some other stuff, right? Defiance Band's priced. Power Glass is priced. Alpad's here, Super Rod's here. Reshiram prize? No, Reshiram's there. You ever come back from being down 3-1 in a series? No, because I've never played a best of 7. Has 2 PPF felt fine? I don't know, I've only played 1 game. So do you think Festival Lead is a good play to Portland? No. We got 3 Sirena, bro. Isn't that too much? Yeah, it is too much. That's why we play 4. Oh, shoot. Am I about to get... Dude, they're about to assault landing me off the rip? What? That's why LeBron clears you? True. Dude, the assault landing off the rip there is crazy. I might have to hit up the Fez here. I probably do have to hit up the Fez here. Unless I draw, like, ridiculous off the Zoroark. I don't really want a Fez, but... I know the Bombardier's in the list as a Cornerstone counter, but I don't get what makes it the best Cornerstone counter for Zoroark specifically. It's just the most efficient one. The only thing it requires adding to the deck is the Bombardier. I'm pretty comfortable just committing to the Cyrano here, I feel like. Am I ever Birdiering? I don't want a Birdier. I kind of want to just get rid of the Birdier. I almost have to Fez here. The fan Rotom off the rip is just so annoying. So what are they playing? I guess I don't know what they're playing. Yeah, I actually just don't know. Why not Artisan first? Because I want basics. I could KO this, though. I can just KO the Mew here. I need more Zoruas, obviously. It's probably Raging Bolt? Yeah, it's probably Raging Bolt, right? Yeah, it's probably Bolt. It's probably Bolt. I could give up the Ursaluna as well, but I actually want the Ursaluna in this matchup. So this should be fine. What am I gonna respond to? Huh. I can't even get like another 2 price turn. Oh, what did I give up there actually? No. If Black Belt was here, so I need like Poffin, Ends Castle. What gives me the highest chance of like pulling off a big play this turn? Maybe Cypher Maniac, right? Oh, Nestball? Nestball doesn't save me here. I have Artisan. Artisan does enough. But the thing is that Artisan doesn't set me up for... oops. I can't get a Darumaka in play as well. Because I have to get the Poffin for the double Zorua. So like this could never... Even if I played Nestball, it could never be a Nestball. Doesn't really matter. But I would want a Darumaka here. But if I could have got black belt here, then this turn I could look for like counter catcher black belt, KO this with this. But see, we're still not in that good of a spot, to be honest. Yeah, we're still not in that good of a spot. So your box with no tools feels weird. I mean, our tool is prized. Our tools are prized. We have 2 tool cards, but they're both prized. Dude, that is some horrendous prize cards. I guess what is the I don't even know what my last prize card is though. What is a good prize card here? I mean, having a Darumaka could give you a 2 prize turn next turn, even if you don't have a Zoroark. That is true. I guess I could reversal. Yeah, that is fair. They might just go after my... maybe they wouldn't, though. Maybe they wouldn't. Yeah, I can't even get, like, a 2 prize knockout next turn now. We'll see. Yeah, I guess I mean, giving up 2 Zoruas to get a Darumaka in play feels pretty weird, though. But we could have, I guess. Anyone know if the Marnie and Steven decks drop on live tomorrow? Oh, that's actually a good question. Do we know if those are coming out tomorrow? Like, the products are releasing. Are they dropping tomorrow? I'd want to assume so. Like, the thing, it should come with, like, a PTCG Live code that you can input, right? Dude, what are they ever doing? I guess if they have Energy Switch here, they can take a K. If they have Energy Switch here, this isn't terrible, I guess. If they don't have Energy, okay. It's kind of annoying. So they're going to KO one of my Zoruas. They get a prize card. They go down to even. I still have no way to get a 2 prize turn. How do I win from here? KO. I mean, this is like lining up perfectly for like a Defiance knockout on this, to be honest. I don't have the Defiance band. It's prized. But this is lining up perfect for a Darmanitan knockout. They have a huge hand. I mean, this guy always knocks me out, which is annoying as well, right? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do this. What is the play? I could just... I feel like I just have to KO the active here and get down double... KO the active plus bench double Darmanitan? Darumaka, I mean. Are they ever chasing a Darumaka, I guess? Can I catch a black belt? I can't counter catch her. We're at 4-4. Yeah, are they ever chasing to go back onto odd? Probably not. So I don't need double... I don't need double... One Darumaka should be enough. One Darumaka should be enough. Sure, we'll just go like this. Honestly, Iono this turn is probably correct to just to pressure their hand. So I do want Iono this turn. It does pressure their hand. Okay. Bench this guy. Catch this. If I leave the Artisan in play, they could use that to get themselves... I don't know. What could they get? They could get like a Noctowl, I guess, or a Hoot Hoot. Knock out this, they go Hoot Hoot, then put Area 0 in play, get access to Area 0, bunch of the rest of their stuff. Then I lose an End's Castle if I put the End's Castle out there. It's probably correct to take that away from them. And then Iono trade. Appreciate the 55 months there, Kohler. I could Super Rot to shuffle the deck real fast. There's some good cards on the bottom. I don't have good options, though. Palpad? I don't really want a Palpad. I don't really care about any of these cards. I guess like Boss and Iono would be the ones that are the best. I don't even think I need to do that. I just want to find another Iono, but there's Ionos there already. I don't think I want to shuffle the deck. There's not... The other Ionos are going to be... I have a hard chance to hit him if I like dig like this, I think. Alright, that's fine. Flame. So if this... What is this thing? If one of your other... So this thing can't use back-to-back... Oh, we got the Defiance. Oh, hold up. So this thing can't back-to-back Unrelenting Onslaught, right? Okay. Oh, but I can still KO my Fez, though, I guess. I could Turo the Fez, maybe? All right, we'll see. We also haven't seen... What was in that Iono hand, actually? Oh, they're going after my Fez, actually. Okay, interesting. Wait, that's like such a terrible play, right? Oh, now they do what? They're just throwing. What? We just... well, I don't just win, but... Hold up. What was in the Iono hand? There was a boss. There's a boss here as well. Also missing my counter catcher. Or there's also a counter catcher. But I think I have to play the Palpad now. I just don't know what the rest of the had in hand. But they couldn't they have just like attacked with this for turn and chilled? They could have just like attacked with this and chilled. I guess then you're afraid of Iono at that point. Iono's pretty devastating, I guess. So I guess I have Palpad back boss, but then I still need to find Darmanitan. Palpad back boss, and then we need to find boss Darmanitan or countercatcher Darmanitan. Need to find the Darm. And Gust. I need Darm and Gust, not just Darm. Is Koraidon clear after going to bench? Actually, if one of your other ancient Pokemon... No, because this is still Koraidon, right? I guess the other thing I would want here would be Iono, but I don't really want to put an Iono back in my deck. I think I Palpad just boss. Shuffle the deck. And then trade. Does Turo ever get used? No. I can give up the Turo here. I might hard retreat the Zoroark. Counter catcher. Well, I don't know if it's in there though. I don't know if the counter catcher's in there. It could be my last prize card. Could be second counter catcher. So I could trade first. Sure. It still doesn't tell me if it's in there, but now I have to just assume it's in there, right? Counter catcher guy. Nice. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't have all my prize cards accounted for, so the counter catcher could have still been prized. Oh, we got lucky. Oh, we had Ursaluna. No, we have 3 prize cards left. Never mind. I feel like they definitely could have played that slower. Because didn't they have like the KO? They had the 2 prize knockout. They had the 2 prize knockout and could have just like not Night Treachered Mew back and just like chilled for a turn. But instead they got aggressive, tried to draw as many cards as possible this turn, but then it gave me an out. Oh, his Black Belt was my last. Another Cyrano off this, so I could go like this. Turo seems like the best of the supporters. I can get second Cyrano off this anyway, so it's like fine. It would just be, do I want to keep... Does Defiance Band matter in this matchup? I'm going to be ahead on the prize exchange the whole game, right? Or that's not 100% true. Will Defiance Band ever matter, though? Will Defiance Band ever matter? Get harder with our Manitan. It could. But then it's just as likely counter catcher would matter. If the Turo, which one is going to be better? Probably the Defiance Band over the counter catcher, right? I could just keep the Turo instead and get rid of all these. Sure. Prize a boss. Prize an Iono. Prize a Cyrano. Honestly, getting Iono here wouldn't be great. Potentially wouldn't be great. Black Belt training Cyrano. Palpad. Prize a Poffin. 2 Night Stretcher. 2 ends PP up. Energy switch is priced. Honestly, the energy switch seems kind of weak. It's like whatever. It's like another super situational card when there's already like so many in the deck. I guess the E-Switch is like an aggressive Turo to reset into a Reshiram attack, which is like kind of cool. I think just throwing this down probably makes the most sense, to be honest. Just get out of the way. We'll probably just be doing next turn, I guess we'll see. Yeah, appreciate the 3 months there, Drips. Fez with what, Defiance? That doesn't do that. It only gets us to 200. We're still 10 damage short. Are we attacking with the Birdie X? With the Power Glass. It's only, you only attack with it against Cornerstone though. What do you feel about the limited access to Darm in this list? It definitely seems a little questionable. I wouldn't hate to see like a 2-2 split on like Jack and... I don't think I'd ever want to try. I don't think I'd ever want to play Ultra Ball in here, but I could see like a 2-2 split on Jack and Cyrano or something like that. Or maybe more Ciphers. I don't know. You don't really want to play a ton of Cypher Maniacs though. It's not like a good supporter in the early turns. Yeah, I could just see like playing like a higher Jack count, like cut some Cyranos out for some Jacks or something like that. Seems reasonable. Maybe cut a Turo. 2 Turo seems like a lot. Like 1 Turo, 1 Palpad seems like enough. Although I don't know the reasoning behind the 2 Turo, so 2 Turo might make sense. Appreciate the 2 months there as well, V Saint. Yeah, I'm not sure. The 2 Turo could make sense. I'm not sure though, but it does seem a little bit, a little overkill. We're probably just Badoo Warring here for a little bit, to be honest. Actually, I kind of just want triple Zoroark for the next turn, but then I'm trading away the Iono, I guess. No, let's get rid of the bird. I don't mind keeping an Iono around. And then I want a Zorua and a Darumaka. No, maybe actually because I have 2 turns of Artisan coming up. I can just get Zorua now. I don't need the Darumaka till next turn. And this Artisan will still be in play and they can't threaten this Darumaka anyways. This does kind of make me wish I had gotten a 3rd Zoroark, I guess, but... No energy for turn would be kind of annoying. I don't want to keep the Turos. Okay, energy for turn is cool. We have Cypher Maniac for next turn as well, which is nice. Oops, I almost did an itchy there. Brock over Jack for late game if you either need Daru or Darm? No. Nitro and Artisan is probably enough, or just naturally drawn into it. You definitely need ways to get multiple Zoroarks. It definitely wants to be a way to get multiple Zoroark. Ever see yourself using Monkey? Like, in the deck in general? I mean, if it's correct to use it, yeah. Against, like, Dragapult seems pretty good. Extra for Bear Reset, maybe? I mean, 1 Turo plus a what's it called should be enough for that, though, I feel like. I feel like you don't need 2. Well, I can't... how do I play this, actually? This is interesting. Oh, I could have gone for Monkey Dory here, actually. Oh, no, I can still do I can do Monkey Dory here, yeah. We can Monkey Dory this over. That's fine, that's fine. Oh, I can't get access to the end PP up anyways. Can I give up Reshiram here? I kind of want to. Give up a Turo instead, though. Sure. Dude, we're like only seeing good cards. Yeah, I forgot about our own Monkey Dory there. I think I can give the Reshiram here just fine. I don't think I'm gonna regret that. We'll see though. Who knows? Could regret it. I want to like Turo the Badoo out of play next turn, and then go into this Zoroark and start sniping. Yeah, I probably should have just tried to grab triple Zoroark off the Cyrano as well. It was probably a mistake to not do that. I have nothing else to do. All in. He pushes 25 months there, Dank. Now we do have boss energy, so we can KO Ralts on this next turn. Is Zoro actually decent? Yeah, Zoro's been decent for a while. That doesn't matter. We still get around that. I guess they could just Evo. No, it doesn't. Yeah, we always KO both of them, right? Yeah, they always both die. Dub. It's a dub. It's over. I can't Turo next turn, but I can. But that's fine. I'm not. I still have no threat, so I can Turo the Badoo out off the board later. Oh, hang on, they're not done yet. They're cooking. I kind of want to Palpad this Turo back. I could play the boss and then Palpad Turo boss back. That's probably going to be the play coming up here. I just want to top deck a bad. Oh wait, they could get to. Oh, they got the Curlia, so they get Guardy now. Okay, that changes things. Well, now I just attack through the active though, right? Now I just go KO Monkey, KO Curlia. Yeah. Sure. And then I can get the Badoo out of play. I can go. Sure. Then am I gonna do the Turo play? Turo this guy? Sure. Do I ever play the Palpad? Probably not. Oh, I could get back Turo Cypher Maniac. I want another Zoroark, so I think I always just trade first. Dude, no Zoroark. I should have gone through Zoroark, man. Well, Cypher Maniac and Turo. I'm just gonna play it for Cypher Maniac and Turo because like drawing to Cypher Maniac off an Iono here seems really good, and then having a Turo as an option as well seems good. Oh, this is fine. They can one-hit KO us next turn, but we'll figure it out. Oh, the E-switch off the Monkey Dory or to the Monkey Dory actually is kind of sick as well. More so off the Monkey Dory, though. No rush for the Guardy KO? I mean, not this turn. I can do it next turn, though. Maybe, I mean, that could just be our play next turn. Would just be to do that. I mean, if they get rid of my hand here, we'll see what we can do. Yeah, if my hand gets taken away, we'll see what we can do. Well, they definitely should have sent up Guardy there, right? Yeah. Yo, what's up, Triff? What am I training you? I mean, next season at this point. I gotta wait for next season. But next season, we'll get you that. We'll get you at least a top 8 next season for sure. We'll just hop into the stream. How's the deck been so far? Chilling. All right, this is pretty sketch. Can I just scratch KO this though? I can maybe just scratch KO this. How much HP is, I don't even know how much HP is gonna have left. How much do they have to hit us for? 2 more? 3 hundo? Move over. I can move 1 damage counter. I guess I can just scratch for the KO, yeah. Why is the Drifloon Gardevoir thing still alive? I thought it died. Nah, Guardy won't die until Guardy rotates. Which is next next rotation. It does rotate. So it's getting there. Almost there. I just need to find. I don't even know what I need to find here. Man, let me check. What went to the bottom? I mean, the Night Stretchers are pretty good. I have another Zorua in the deck. Actually, I don't even know how good that stuff was. I mean, I only my opponent here would be fine, though. I'm going to shuffle the deck. Then we get Mega Guardy to deal with. That is true. We do get Mega Guardy. Another Guardy. Probably the reversal. I think I should probably castle them, right? So they can't go get Screamtail or something. I don't think I need this again. This is definitely pretty sketch, though. This is definitely pretty sketch. Dude, this keeps happening, though. Like, where we don't... well, I just didn't get the third Zoroark in play for, like... I don't even know how many turns it was. It was a lot of turns. There was a lot of turns where I didn't have a third Zoroark in play. It was like 2 or 3 turns where I could have cycled my deck that much more. But I should have played this Cyrano for the third Zoroark. That was definitely a mistake, I think. What about Turo to draw 2 more? Oh, maybe I could have done that, actually. What would it have been like? I'd have to go back and look at the turn. I maybe could have done that, right? Because did I have Ends Castle after the first one? I did, right? So then I could Turo the bench, evolve the active, bench it back down. Yeah, I should have done that, probably. I should have turned the Turo into +2. For sure. There's a good chance that they don't even get a 2-prize knockout this turn, though, so we should be fine. Castle was draw for turn. Okay, then I definitely should have, yeah. You prefer this to your Rumble one? I don't know, I haven't played enough with it. What are your top decks? You might play to Portland? I don't know, I haven't thought about it that hard yet. Which Golden Go build do you think is best? I don't know. I just know I don't like the idea of Dragapult Golden Go. That's about it. They didn't promote Guardy again. Yeah, they keep forgetting to promote the Guardy. The only thing I know about Golden Go is I don't like the idea of the Dragapult build. I feel like there's got to be something better than Dragapult. Because Dragapult is such a mediocre inclusion in Golden Go right now. Honestly, I saw someone tweet out a build, and I know someone asked me about this earlier on in the format, but Golden Go with Dodrio, maybe? Maybe. Alright, it's fine. Like a Charm Tail, Double Monkey, 40 KO Zoro. Oh shoot, they could have, yeah. Why, do they have any Braveries left? They do, yeah. Dodrio Golden Go. Yeah, honestly, that could be the way. That could be the way for sure. I still kind of want like a Caesar, though. I want like a 1/1 Caesar. I feel like 1/1 Caesar feels really good right now. I like the idea of Caesar, but I also want some kind of draw engine. But maybe it's like a 2/2 Caesar is the way to go. If I begin my tournament journey today, do you think I can qualify for Worlds if I wish upon a star real hard? For this season or for next season? Are you making Destined Rivals buy list? Yeah, we're going to work on that on Friday. Friday. Honestly, I probably should have done it today, but I'm already committed to doing it Friday. Dodrio isn't a cornerstone answer, though? That's fine, though. I just don't have a cornerstone answer. Do they have enough energy to still get there? I don't think so, right? So they're giving me damage to work with, but I assume they're... Actually, I don't even know. What are they KOing here? Darmanitan or Monkey Dory? Been playing Dango Dodrio for ages. Great, I run the 1/1 Caesar, Scyther Caesar. Dodrio be good in Frostlass? No. I mean, you could make a Dodrio Frostlass deck, but yeah, it's not like an enhancement to the deck. Okay, they're going after the Monkey Dory. That seems fine. Wait, do I knock them out again with Scratch? Dude, what the heck? This is gonna be a Scratch dub? I guess I win if I get a Dark Energy. Yeah. I thought that would have taken out the Darmanitan for I always second guess it because it's not 90 damage. It's a 180 into the Monkey Dory. So I was like, wait a second, where'd the attack go? I'm like looking out for the 90, but there's no 90 there. Honestly, Cornerstone sucks right now. It's not. Now it's good. As one Rua. As Monkey 2/1. Prize the Darmanitan. Dude, it's gonna be so hard to find Darmanitan. Maniac. Dude, we prize a Cyber Maniac and a Darmanitan. We're not finding that guy. That guy is stuck in the deck. We have one out. The Darmanitan itself. Prize a counter. Reversal Dark in hand. Palpad. What else are we missing? Super Rod? Super Rod's also priced? That's fine. Secret box is here. Sure. Squad. Probably just Dark to the bench. Bombardier might have also been prized there, actually. We'll see. Yeah, but you probably dig for it and whiff because you are always unlucky. True, true, true. That is fair. What do you think of Steven's Metagross EX? I think it's got potential, but it's probably not going to be good on release. I mean, the ability is just so good. Oh, mirror match? Okay, sure. Gonna get weird. Dude, the mirror match is just so weird. Okay, that's good for us, though. Why would they give us that? What? They just gave it... What? That's so bad. Why would they just be like, alright, you can have an Ends Castle. Okay, I did prize the bird. I need something to discard. I can probably ditch Ursaluna pretty... Probably pretty reasonable to discard the Ursaluna here. Maybe I should just discard a Turo instead and kept the other Zoroark. Turo's my next thing to discard. I guess I should just discard a Turo first. Just do them, I think. Do them in. Probably try and find the rest of our Makas and Manitans. With Petch and Play, it's legit insane to play the castle. That's true. It's even that much worse. It is even that much worse for sure. Have a big win a case this weekend. What Pult variant is better and why? No clue. My testing shows Pult Nor is better, but the other one has better placements. I just go with your testing at that point. Yeah, I don't have an answer for you, so I just say go with what's been working. Why did I think this was weak to grass? I was like, wait, shouldn't there be 20 damage there? Dude, all these, I think the Secret Box is like the worst card in the hand, right? I feel like I give up Secret Box here. We're kind of just like playing it slow. Dude, it's just, oh, give me a bad card. Or maybe bad cards just don't exist in the deck. Alright, how good is Black Belt's training though? I can use Ursaluna to one-hit KO them at the end of the game. That's pretty good. This deck literally has no bad cards. What the heck? I mean, reversal's kind of weird because I don't want to attack with... No, but it's not even that weird. It's still super good. Dude, what the heck? Turo, maybe? Would it be like Turo, and then do I immediately shuffle back both Turos? I guess maybe I don't need Turo this game, to be honest. Alright. We're chilling, we're chilling. Technically comes to live this week. Well, we think, right? But do we know? You gotta play some to Dunsparce or something as fodder for trade? No. Doesn't the fact that we can't trade anything away tell you that the that all the cards are good cards? Like, you want to cut good cards for bad cards to be able to have something to trade away so you don't have to think as hard? That just sounds like being lazy. It's like the cards seem good for a reason. 3 games in and Golden Go with the Dodrio seems pretty good so far. Yeah, I'm kidding. Oh, okay. Oh, true. Dunsparce. Bad card. Easy to trade. We play Jollik Box today? That's the plan. We'll see, though. We'll see. Doesn't really matter, right? Send something up. Wait, isn't this the game where I prized? Yeah. Find Darmanitan is gonna be tough. I want to find like second Darumaka. Maybe I give up a Zoroark here. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold up. I punch the active for 90 and then snipe... I want to take away their Darumaka for sure. Punching the active for 90. What does it do? 20 times? 100, 110? Okay, so we can go... Oh, I could attack with the Darmanitan actually here. That gives them a free like Reshiram knockout. I don't really want to give that to them, right? I'll wait on that, I think. So I think it's got to be like attach. Black Belt's training. I could Black Belt's counter catcher KO this and that. That would actually be kind of good. Take a 2 prize turn. But punching that, but because like taking away that Reshiram is actually like pretty decent. Oh yeah, that's right. Black Belt only works on EXs. Chill. Alright, I almost threw. Alright, let's just do this. We'll just save everything, I guess. Yeah, just save everything. Just knock out the little guy. The mirror match is literally all about spamming Body Flame Cannon, right? Like, it's literally the whole matchup. Dude, I almost did it too. What the heck? Alright, nice. So what do you use for ready the chats on stream? Getting mad delay with the restream? What do you mean, Sergio? What do you use to ready chat to read the chats on stream? Oh, I use what's it called? Social Stream. Yeah, just Google Social Stream. You should be able to find it. Marnie's Grimsharl and Steven's deck comes to TCG Live Friday. You're gonna be testing them. Does it come to TCG Live Friday? That's what I will be doing if it does, but I don't know if it does. Did you prize Reshi? No, we have Reshi this game. We have Reshi. Yeah, we will be. Well, I'll be testing those decks for sure if they're legal. That's kind of the question though. I don't know if they are gonna be or not. I mean, this one's basically already locked. Oh no, I've only drawn one prize card. For some reason, I thought I drew two. I did not draw two prize cards yet. Okay, that helps them a little bit for sure. I feel like they should have set up their other Zoroark though, but they're not gonna punch me, right? They could punch me. Oh, go away. They're really just gonna rush around and punch me? I guess that's fine though, right? That is fine, yeah. But now I could go Black Belt Darmanitan and knockout, right? And draw 3. 160. No, what the heck? Oh, I would need Defiance. Oh no, but Defiance Man isn't active either. Huh. I do want to take this away from them though. But I don't want to leave a Zoroark inactive with... It's actually weird. Actually weird. Oh, can I get Monkey Dory involved? Monkey Dory move 30. Monkey Dory move 30. Black Belt. I need a lot of energy. I don't have all the energy for it yet. Shoot, I shouldn't have used Artisan yet. Because I don't know if I'm actually going to get there. We could whiff. We could whiff. We could get there. But now I need to find an energy. Or E-Switch. E-Switch also works. Okay, sure, whatever. Then I take a 3 prize turn. I mean, that seems pretty good. Also, I take away their Arumaka or whatever, Darmanitan guy. I'm just going through what I need to do here. This needs to get played. I'm gonna draw 3 prize cards. All right, I feel like Countercatcher is probably pretty cooked at this point. Defiance Man should also be pretty cooked, right? I can go Black Belt's Training, Burn a Brain. I think I probably play the E-Switch, right? I use all my trades. I have, yeah. Ends Castle. Save the last PP up, use the E-Switch probably is correct. I actually don't know though for sure. I'll probably play this as well now. And I'll just get back Turo plus Black Belt. Chillin', chillin'. Cannon. Bonk. Alright, so we just need 2 prize cards now. We just need 2 prize cards. What is their best play? Just KO the Zoroark before I Turo it, probably? Well, I can't punch my active. Punching my active is too risky. Yeah, they kind of have to KO. They got to go KO this guy. And then they go down to 3. I honestly don't have to do anything. I could just attach to my active Zoroark and pass, right? And just continuously cycle my deck. That can just be my play, to be honest. I just need to find Ursaluna Black Belt and I win off that eventually. What was it? We got Bombardier Cypher. Yeah, I actually just don't have to do anything next turn. Oh, and I got Countercatcher. So Super Rod Zaru are my last. Oh, wait, hold up. Am I scared of that? Okay, they have the boss. What's this thing weak to? Lightning? Sure. I think I just go attach my active Zoroark and pass is going to be my play here coming up. Or with the damage Oro. Yeah, true. Well, I'm assuming they have to. Like, I'm assuming they have to KO this thing this turn. Am I ever scared of this thing? No. So if they KO this, go down to... No, because once they go down to 2, I just win with Ursaluna, right? Yeah. We eventually just win with Ursaluna. So I just push Zoroark, attach to Zoroark, pass. And then cycle the deck. I could put another Zorua on my bench, but it's probably not even worth it. I could put Fez on my bench, I guess. Could Fez. Okay, that's their Ursaluna. It is possible that they end up on 1 prize card, right? Maybe I should have tried to hold the Defiance Band. Maybe I should have tried to have kept this. How many Gusts have they used now? Well, only 1 boss? Oh, sheesh. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. I could punch the bear, I guess. If Maniac can win? I don't think it's that simple. I could Cypher Maniac into the Power Glass of the active plus attach to the bench. I kind of like that, actually. So let's start with the trade. I could put Fez in play. Do I dislike putting Fez in play? I think putting Fez in play is fine, right? Because if they go Gus KO Fez, I should just win. Like a counter catcher Iono KO Fez. That would be kind of scary. I don't think I want to give them counter catcher Iono KO Fez. I feel like that accelerates the game too quickly, and I definitely might miss. I want like a dead card, honestly, to put on top here. I just like put this on top and I can burn it. Bench bear and attach, right? Bench bear and attack again. Attack, right? Bench bear attack. If I'm bench bear, I could still do that, I guess. Bench bear attack with Zoroark. Wait, with what attack though? I could do this for 90. Maybe that was fine. Bench bear attack with Zoroark. Alright, I'm already here. I'm just playing cards at this point. We're just playing. If they Gus KO a 1 prizer. What if they play Black Belt though, I guess? Yeah, what if they play Black Belt? Let me think about your play though, hang on. Ends PP up, attach, bench Ursaluna, punch active with backdraft for 90. Does that have to be my attack, right? Backdraft for 90. They go. Oh, I guess I could always I guess backdrafting here for 90 is always safe, right? They would be able to do is 180. That doesn't count my Ursaluna. Yeah, that would have been fine. That would have been fine actually. I think that's probably the play. What's up, fours? Would you play not to flame body bear plus Zoroark with Power Glass? Flame body, the active, and the Ursaluna with Power Glass. That was also fine, to be honest. Yeah, honestly I should have just been aggressive. Yeah, there's no reason to be like super passive. Well, I guess the only thing I'm scared of is them going. No, because they still have 3 prize cards left. Yeah, I could have been more aggressive for sure. I definitely could have done damage. Yeah. Yeah, I should. Yeah, honestly, yeah, that flame body cannon play, and I also could have benched Ursaluna in that situation because I still have a Turo left. I only have 1 Turo left. What happens if they go like counter catcher Iono punch? I don't even think I'm scared of that play happening though, to be honest. Yeah, I think that was fine. Yeah, I could have gone flame body cannon, hit both 2 prizers. Yeah, this was not the play. This was not the play for sure. Do I think they ever have a black belt though? All right, so now I'll actually do something. I should have actually done something last turn though as well. But I guess I would lose to black belt if they have black belt. But I can win this turn if I just get black belt as well myself. Which is in the deck. I should just check for black belt first, right? Okay. But yeah, there was no reason to not have attacked last turn, to be honest. And maybe bench Ursaluna? Yeah, maybe also just bench Ursaluna. I said the question,